it just ramping up those first couple of days before you were able to get back out there? Or was it just to ease your way in, or did you do some kind of?
No, we have a very special program. So I just listen to Joe Sheehan and the trainers and tell me what to do, and I do just that.
And how did it feel when you were able to get back out there and get this thing going?
Felt awesome. Exciting energies all around. So you got to just keep it flowing. Keep working every day. We'll be okay.
What's it been like? Deshaun's been throwing out there every single day. To see him and then to get to catch passes from him these last couple of days.
Awesome. He's looking like a beast. So we got to just keep stacking these positive days. And everything will be working out.
David, there's so much talk about what Ken Dorsey is bringing to the pass game. I was curious, how do you think your role might change, expand in this offense?
Man, listen, whatever they need me to do, I'll do. Obviously, it's more exciting times. I guess they're trying to give me the ball more, so I'm happy. But whatever they need me to do, block, catch, run, dive, duck, dip, everything, I can do.
We hear talk about maybe it's more spread out, more freedom. Do you feel like you'll be maybe away from the inline more this year?
I don't know. It's a good question. We're still in our early days of camp, so we're still, figuring out ourselves, our own identity and everything. So just one day at a time. But so far, I'm happy.
Do you like, spreading out?
I like everything. Put me anywhere, I like it.
Backfield?
Take it easy.
You had so many targets last year, but you're saying that you think that they're going to increase your workload even more this year?
Yeah, I mean, I think most of the plays that I had were like the last 5-6 games. So I feel like God willing, we put the whole year together. Really, have consistent effort in getting better every day, and I think great things will happen for us.
David, what's it been like to get to know Tommy Reese and just how he's progressed as a coach so far?
At first I thought he was a weirdo, but now I think he's a great guy. No, he's a great guy, great coach. Him with Raves together, it's a great duo.
We've seen you working with Mike Vrabel, blocking things like that. What is it like working with him all the time?
Awesome.
What have you picked up from him?
Awesomeness. No, no, he's a very hands-on guy. Very old school guy. So he finds ways to get not necessarily under my skin, but like he tries to get in my head, and then I get mad, and then we start going at it, and then he's a great old-fashioned coach.
Did you know he was like that? He got the drills.
Yeah.
Before he got here.
Why does he spend so much time with the tight end?
He's with us, man. We're the coolest. I don't know. Ask him. I don't know.
Did you see Reese is a weirdo when you first met him?
I was joking. Sorry. See, now you don't gotta do that.
But
Bro. You know what I mean?
Is there something
No. He's a great coach. I did not say that. He's a great coach. I knew you was gonna take it over the hill.
The rest of that side of it.
Tommy Reese is a great tight ends coach.
Doesn't mean he can't be
You heard? No. He's a great tight ends coach. I gotta watch you.
But the rest of that side of it, Jordan obviously veteran. You got Zaire in there. I guess Giovanni, kind of fullback tight end. But it looks a little bit different this year. What do you think of the tight end?
Yeah. I feel like we have pros in all aspects. In the whole tight end group. I feel like we have the speed, the strength, the backfield help. We have everything that we need. So it's up to us to put it together.
I don't know if you've been asked about this, but obviously a couple months back, the NFL kind of rewarded the Browns marketing rights in Nigeria. I was kind of curious your thoughts on that.
Huge. I mean, me being Nigerian, I thought it was one of the best things that could happen for us. I feel like there's so much talent in Nigeria that we haven't seen yet. So hopefully, God willing, we bring it out and we showcase our talents.
Kevin announced the other day that he will continue to call his plays. So just wondering, what do you like about him as a play caller? Obviously, he loves the call. So what do you like about that idea? Do you think continuity is good?
I mean, you answered it better than me. I mean, he loves getting the ball, so I love Kevin calling plays. No, I think he calls great plays. I think that all of us together, brainstorming our thoughts towards one another, coaches, players, coaches, players. I feel like we can really dissect and get a lot of things done.
How different was this offseason for you compared to previous years?
I mean, not too much different, just the training aspect was probably raised, shockingly, but yeah, I mean, not too much different, try to keep, I'm in year 8 now, so at some point you have to have like a routine and everything going on for you, so yeah.
We've talked a lot about the development you made right in the first Pro Bowl. Was there ever a time those early years where you struggled with confidence?
Struggle with what?
Confidence. And I know you come off as super confident. I'm just wondering if at any time early in those.
What do you mean by that?
Like,
Yeah, now you're on the hot seat, huh? No,
you doubted you could play in this
I never
league
doubted
at the level
myself.
you
No,
wanted?
I never doubted myself. But I just, it's at the end of the day, it's God's timing, and I am second to Him. So I follow His timing. I follow His, His steps, and I just do whatever I can to just better myself every day.
David, did you leave here last August thinking your big season was coming?
I think it's coming every year. I feel like last year wasn't necessarily my big season. I feel like we just got like a little glimpse, but hopefully, like I said, God willing, we can put it all together from week 1 to week, whenever. You get what I'm saying?
Hey, David, along those lines, you guys are in your third year now with Deshaun. Some of the guys in the roster are getting up there in years. You're now in your 8th year or whatever.
Chill, bro. I'm not old. I'm 28.
I'm not saying that. Is this a critical season? I know they're all big and they're all magnified, but does this one feel bigger than others?
I feel like everyone feels bigger than the past, and this one does feel bigger than others. You know what I mean? I feel like we have more veterans that know what it takes. You know what I mean? And I feel like it's really up to us this year. Like I've said every year that's up to us, but this year is really up to us. So I'm excited. I like the pressure.
So, David, last year you sort of got refocused after your accident, and you finished like super crazy strong. So I'm just wondering, are you heading into this season in that place of being able to start strong and carry it all the way through? And if so, might this be the best season you've ever had?
Let me first say that the accident that you're talking about, it was an accident, but I'm very glad it happened. I feel like it changed my perspective immensely, in terms of just like, what really matters in life and how far the human body can go, But yeah, I feel like, pretty much, we've done everything individually that we wanted to thus far, but it's up to us to get things done as a team, as a whole. And that's what really matters, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I had the Pro Bowl last year, but I was still kind of pissed, just, being there, just not being, practicing for the Super Bowl, you know what I mean? So everyone, I believe, on this team inspires to be in that position of playing for a championship. And that's what championship football is all about.
David, you mentioned wanting to play for that championship. Your schedule this year is
Why are you smiling?
pretty daunting. But just your thoughts on the picture in the AFC and the competitiveness in this conference, teams like the Chiefs and
Sure.
the Bills, and obviously your own division. How do you feel you guys stack up, and just what are your thoughts on the road that lies ahead as you try and climb that mountain?
Yeah, I mean, I do believe that the AFC is the most challenging. And with that being said, this is the best place to be. You know what I mean? We wouldn't want it easy. If it was easy, then it's not really worth going all out for. You know what I mean? So that's the part of the joy in this crazy game, is giving it everything you got and still uncertain of going all the way.
David, the last time you guys advanced in the playoffs in Kansas City, I just had that vision of you dropping to your knees on the field after that game, kind of left it all out there, and how much that game meant to you. So do you feel like from that moment you kind of have some unfinished business and need to get pushed past?
I feel like since I was in first grade and I wanted to be a football player in the NFL, it was at that moment that I wanted to win a championship. You know what I mean? Like just being young and just watching it on TV, just seeing the emotions. I remember like it was yesterday. You know what I mean? So it wasn't at that moment where we lost. It was like when I decided I wanted to be an NFL player. That the race began, I guess you can say.
In year 3 with Deshaun, do you feel like the connection and the chemistry is much better than it has been the first 2 years? And if so, how'd you get there?
I do, and just from experience of learning each other, on the field and off the field, just it's almost like in some ways I kind of know what he's thinking before the ball's even hiked, and vice versa, and that's the type of connection that we need to be successful.
Some people surmise that you taking off at the end of the season a little bit had something to do with your natural connection with Joe Flacco. But do you think it was more you and something within yourself and they'll still be there with Deshaun?
I think it was everybody. Even Deshaun included. I think helped. You know what I'm saying? Just the connection that we had, the energy that we had together, just being together, made us want to play for each other that much more. You know what I mean? And I also feel like just getting me the ball at times, I can do some things with it. You feel me? So yeah.
Would you say that last year was more challenging for you
Challenging in what correlation?
Yeah, well, you talked about pushing through. I mean, after your accident, pushing your body beyond what you thought it could do. Do you feel like last year was more of a challenge?
I feel like it was easier because I feel like the hardest part was going through the fire, literally, and after that, nothing really is as painful as getting burned, getting your face burned off. So running and pushing, on the field, I don't think it's anything compared to getting your face burned. So I think that the hardest part was the act of burning my face and my hand, and everything else started to smooth out a bit.
David, the adversity that you personally went through and then collectively as a team went through last year, what lessons are there to be learned from that experience as you guys come into this season?
Anything worth anything is going to come with adversity, and that's the beauty of it. You know what I mean? We're going to be here for another few more days and back to Cleveland. Grind it out there too, and we're all pushing towards one goal, just like every other team, and that is so beautiful.
David, when you have an accident like you had last year, and you know that it did change your perspective on everything, does that stay strong as you move through this season? Do you continue to express gratitude about that, the way that went down, and it still fuels you?
Absolutely. Gratitude is the number one thing. I'm so thankful for my Heavenly Father for, number one, waking me up, waking all of us up here every day. So just that alone is just the utmost gratitude.